Welcome to our exploration of 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos by Jordan B. Peterson. This influential book offers practical advice for living a meaningful and responsible life, blending psychology, philosophy, and personal anecdotes. Peterson's rules are not just arbitrary guidelines, they are deeply rooted in human experience, ancient stories, and modern science. In this video, we'll break down the key ideas, starting from the book's origins and moving through its most impactful lessons. Whether you're new to Peterson's work or seeking a deeper understanding, this journey will help clarify why these rules resonate with millions worldwide. Jordan B. Peterson, a clinical psychologist and professor, is known for his thought-provoking lectures and writings. His background in psychology, combined with a passion for literature and mythology, shapes his unique approach to self-help. Peterson's work draws from a wide range of influences, including ancient myths, religious texts, and modern science. His ability to connect these diverse sources allows him to offer advice that feels both timeless and relevant. In 12 Rules for Life, Peterson distills years of research, clinical experience, and personal reflection into actionable principles for everyday living. The book is structured around 12 core rules, each accompanied by an essay that delves into its meaning and application. The rules cover a wide range of topics, from personal responsibility and self-care to honesty and the importance of meaningful relationships. Peterson doesn't just list these rules, he weaves them into stories and examples that illustrate why they matter. The table of contents gives us a roadmap for the journey ahead, highlighting the progression from self-mastery to broader social engagement. Each rule builds on the last, creating a comprehensive guide to living well. Why do we need rules in the first place? Peterson addresses this question head-on in the foreword. He acknowledges that rules can feel restrictive, especially to those who value freedom and individuality. Yet without rules, life can quickly descend into chaos. Rules provide structure, helping us aim higher and live with purpose. Peterson argues that the best rules don't limit us, they enable us to flourish. By embedding his advice in stories and real-life examples, he shows that rules are not about blind obedience, but about creating the conditions for genuine freedom and fulfillment. One of Peterson's strengths is his use of storytelling. Rather than simply listing rules, he embeds them in dramatic tales that make their importance clear. This approach mirrors ancient traditions, where wisdom was passed down through myths and parables. Stories help us understand why rules exist and how they apply to our lives. Peterson draws from a wide range of sources, including the Bible, literature, and his own experiences, to illustrate each rule. This narrative style makes the lessons memorable and relatable, encouraging us to reflect on our own stories. Peterson observes that modern society often struggles with a lack of structure. Many young people in particular feel lost or aimless, having been taught that morality is relative and that all values are subjective. This can lead to confusion, nihilism, and despair. Peterson suggests that, despite our resistance to rules, we crave guidance and meaning. His rules are designed to provide a framework for navigating life's uncertainties, helping us find stability in a rapidly changing world. By embracing structure, we can better cope with chaos and pursue meaningful goals. A major theme in the book is the danger of moral relativism, the belief that there are no absolute values or truths. Peterson argues that this mindset leaves people without a moral compass, making it difficult to find direction or purpose. When everything is relative, tolerance becomes the highest virtue, but this can lead to a vacuum where nothing truly matters. In response, some people turn to rigid ideologies that promise certainty, but these can be just as dangerous. Peterson advocates for a balanced approach, grounded in practical wisdom and personal responsibility. Peterson draws on Aristotle's concept of virtue, which he defines as the ways of behaving most conducive to happiness and fulfillment. Virtue is not about rigidly following rules, but about finding balance and avoiding extremes. Cultivating virtue requires judgment, experience, and self-reflection. Peterson believes that rediscovering the study of virtue is essential for personal growth and societal well-being. By aiming for virtue, we can navigate the complexities of life with greater wisdom and resilience, even in the face of suffering and uncertainty. Central to Peterson's philosophy is the interplay between order and chaos. Order represents structure, predictability, and tradition, while chaos embodies uncertainty, change, and the unknown. Both are necessary for growth and adaptation. Too much order leads to rigidity and oppression. Too much chaos results in confusion and anxiety. Peterson encourages us to walk the line between these two forces, finding meaning at the border where stability meets possibility. This dynamic balance is where personal transformation and creativity occur. Peterson emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility as the foundation for a meaningful life. While modern culture often focuses on individual rights, Peterson argues that true fulfillment comes from embracing responsibility. By setting our own house in order before trying to change the world, we develop the strength and resilience needed to face life's challenges. Responsibility is not a burden, but a path to purpose and self-respect. This shift in perspective can transform how we approach our goals, relationships, and daily actions. The first rule, stand up straight with your shoulders back, uses the example of lobsters to illustrate the importance of posture and confidence. Lobsters, like many animals, establish dominance hierarchies that affect their health, behavior, and success. When a lobster loses a fight, its brain chemistry changes, making it more likely to lose again. Humans are similar. Our posture and self-presentation influence how others perceive us and how we feel about ourselves. By standing tall, we signal competence and invite positive feedback, creating a virtuous cycle of confidence and opportunity. Dominance hierarchies are not unique to humans, they are a fundamental part of nature. Peterson explains how animals, from birds to lobsters, compete for territory and status. These hierarchies influence access to resources, mating opportunities, and even health outcomes. In humans, our position in social hierarchies affects our emotions, stress levels, and overall well-being. Understanding these dynamics can help us navigate social situations more effectively and recognize the importance of self-assertion. Peterson delves into the neurochemistry underlying dominance and submission. In lobsters, the balance of serotonin and octopamine determines whether they act confidently or timidly. Victorious lobsters have higher serotonin levels, making them more assertive and resilient. Humans experience similar effects. Confidence and social success can boost our mood and resilience, while repeated defeat can lead to anxiety and depression. By understanding these biological mechanisms, we can see how small changes in behavior can have profound effects on our mental health. Peterson introduces the concept of unequal distribution, or the Matthew Principle, which states that those who have more tend to gain even more, while those with less often lose what little they have. This principle applies to wealth, productivity, and even social status. In both nature and society, a small percentage of individuals account for the majority of success and resources. Recognizing this pattern can help us understand the challenges of social mobility and the importance of building positive feedback loops in our own lives. Feedback loops play a crucial role in shaping our lives. Positive feedback can lead to upward spirals of success, while negative feedback can trap us in cycles of defeat. For example, improving your posture and confidence can lead to better social interactions, which in turn boost your self-esteem. Conversely, poor habits and low self-worth can reinforce each other, making it harder to break free. Peterson encourages us to be mindful of these loops and to take small steps that can initiate positive change. Establishing healthy routines is essential for maintaining stability and well-being. Peterson highlights the importance of regular sleep, nutritious meals, and consistent daily habits. Disruptions in routine can lead to increased anxiety, depression, and stress. By automating basic tasks, we free up mental energy for more important challenges. Simple changes, like waking up at the same time each day and eating a balanced breakfast, can have a significant impact on our mood and productivity. Peterson explains how anxiety and depression can result from disrupted routines and negative feedback loops. He uses examples like agoraphobia and addiction to illustrate how avoidance and unhealthy coping mechanisms can reinforce suffering. Recognizing the patterns that contribute to mental health challenges is the first step toward recovery. By addressing the underlying habits and beliefs, we can gradually break free from cycles of fear and despair. A key message in Rule 1 is the importance of standing up for yourself. Peterson notes that people who are unable or unwilling to assert themselves are more likely to be bullied or exploited. Developing the capacity for righteous anger and self-protection is essential for maintaining healthy boundaries. By learning to say no and defend our interests, we not only protect ourselves but also contribute to a more just and balanced society. Changing your posture is more than a physical adjustment. It's a signal to yourself and others that you are ready to engage with the world. Peterson emphasizes that standing up straight is both a literal and metaphorical act. It means accepting responsibility, facing challenges head-on, and embracing the risks of growth. This transformation can lead to greater confidence, resilience, and a sense of purpose. The second rule challenges us to care for ourselves with the same diligence and compassion we show to others. Peterson points out that many people are better at administering medication to their pets than to themselves. This paradox reveals deep-seated issues of self-worth and guilt. By understanding our tendency to neglect our own needs, we can begin to develop healthier habits of self-care and self-respect. Peterson uses the story of Adam and Eve to explore the roots of human self-doubt and shame. After eating the forbidden fruit, Adam and Eve become aware of their nakedness and vulnerability. This awakening brings not only knowledge but also guilt and self-consciousness. Peterson interprets this as a metaphor for the human condition. We are acutely aware of our flaws and limitations, which can lead to self-contempt. Recognizing this dynamic is the first step toward compassion and growth. Peterson explains that human experience is shaped by the interplay of order and chaos. Order represents the known, the predictable, and the safe. Chaos is the unknown, the unpredictable, and the dangerous. Consciousness allows us to navigate between these two realms, creating meaning and structure in our lives. By embracing both order and chaos, we can grow, adapt, and find fulfillment. This balance is at the heart of Peterson's philosophy. A recurring theme in Peterson's work is the inevitability of suffering. Life is difficult, and everyone faces pain, loss, and disappointment. Rather than denying or avoiding suffering, Peterson encourages us to confront it with courage and responsibility. By finding meaning in our struggles, we can transform suffering into growth and resilience. This perspective empowers us to face challenges with hope and determination. Peterson draws on religious imagery to suggest that each person possesses a spark of the divine. This means that, despite our flaws and failures, we have inherent value and potential. By recognizing our worth, we can treat ourselves with the same care and respect we offer to others. This spiritual perspective encourages humility, gratitude, and a sense of responsibility for our own well-being. Treating yourself like someone you are responsible for helping involves practical steps. This means setting healthy boundaries, pursuing meaningful goals, and maintaining habits that support your physical and mental health. Peterson emphasizes the importance of discipline, honesty, and self-compassion. By taking small, consistent actions, we can build a foundation for long-term well-being and fulfillment. Peterson reinterprets the Golden Rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, as an equation rather than a simple injunction. He argues that we are morally obligated to bargain for our own interests as well as those of others. Failing to do so can lead to resentment, exploitation, and unhealthy relationships. By advocating for ourselves, we contribute to healthier, more balanced interactions with those around us. Having a clear vision for your life is a powerful motivator. Peterson cites Nietzsche's insight, "He whose life has a why can bear almost any how." By defining our goals and values, we create a sense of direction that helps us persevere through difficulties. Vision transforms obstacles into opportunities and gives meaning to our efforts. Peterson encourages us to articulate our purpose and pursue it with determination. Before trying to change the world, Peterson advises us to set our own house in order. This means addressing our personal shortcomings, resolving conflicts, and creating stability in our immediate environment. By taking responsibility for ourselves, we become better equipped to contribute positively to society. This principle underscores the importance of self-improvement as the foundation for broader change. Peterson emphasizes that true compassion must be balanced with strength. Being overly self-sacrificing can lead to exploitation and resentment. By developing both empathy and assertiveness, we can care for ourselves and others more effectively. This balance allows us to maintain healthy relationships and avoid the pitfalls of victimhood or tyranny. Growth requires us to step into the unknown and confront our fears. Peterson draws on hero myths to illustrate the journey into chaos and the transformation that follows. By voluntarily facing challenges, we develop courage, resilience, and wisdom. This process is essential for personal development and the pursuit of meaning. Peterson warns against the dangers of rigid ideologies that claim to have all the answers. Ideologies often oversimplify complex realities and can lead to intolerance and conflict. Instead, Peterson advocates for humility, open-mindedness, and a willingness to learn from diverse perspectives. By questioning our assumptions and remaining flexible, we can avoid the traps of dogmatism and extremism. Tradition provides a foundation for stability and meaning. Peterson argues that, while traditions should not be followed blindly, they contain accumulated wisdom that can guide us through life's challenges. By integrating the best of tradition with new insights, we can create a balanced approach to personal and societal growth. Peterson believes that the individual is at the center of meaning and responsibility. By focusing on personal development and ethical action, we can influence our families, communities, and the world. This perspective empowers us to take ownership of our lives and to strive for excellence, even in the face of adversity. Life is a continual journey from chaos to order. Peterson encourages us to embrace this process, recognizing that setbacks and failures are opportunities for learning and growth. By maintaining a sense of purpose and resilience, we can navigate the uncertainties of life and create a more meaningful existence. Peterson emphasizes that small, consistent actions can lead to significant change over time. By focusing on what we can control and making incremental improvements, we build momentum and confidence. This approach helps us overcome inertia and move toward our goals, even when the path seems daunting. Honesty is a recurring value in Peterson's rules. Telling the truth, or at least not lying, is essential for building trust and integrity. Honesty allows us to confront reality, learn from our mistakes, and build authentic relationships. By committing to truthfulness, we create a solid foundation for personal and social growth. While personal responsibility is central, Peterson also acknowledges the importance of community. Supportive relationships provide encouragement, accountability, and a sense of belonging. By contributing to our communities and seeking out positive influences, we enhance our own well-being and help others thrive. Peterson teaches that suffering, while inevitable, can be a powerful teacher. By reflecting on our pain and setbacks, we gain insight and develop resilience. This process helps us grow stronger and more compassionate, both toward ourselves and others. Embracing suffering as a source of wisdom is a key step in the journey toward meaning. Ultimately, Peterson's rules are about the pursuit of meaning. He argues that meaning, not happiness, is the highest aim of life. Meaning is found in responsibility, growth, and the service of something greater than oneself. By aligning our actions with our values and striving for excellence, we create a life that is both fulfilling and resilient in the face of adversity. To summarize, 12 Rules for Life offers a roadmap for navigating the complexities of existence. Peterson's advice is grounded in a deep understanding of human nature, drawing from psychology, mythology, and personal experience. By embracing responsibility, seeking balance, and pursuing meaning, we can transform our lives and contribute to a better world. The journey is challenging, but the rewards are profound. Applying Peterson's rules requires commitment and self-reflection. Start by identifying areas in your life where you can take more responsibility or set healthier boundaries. Practice honesty, cultivate routines, and seek out supportive relationships. Remember that progress is incremental. Small changes can lead to significant transformation over time. By living according to these principles, you can create a more meaningful and resilient life. Obstacles are inevitable on the path to self-improvement. Peterson encourages us to view setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth. By maintaining a growth mindset and seeking support when needed, we can overcome challenges and continue moving forward. Persistence, patience, and self-compassion are key to long-term success. Faith and hope play a vital role in Peterson's philosophy. Believing in the possibility of change and the value of your efforts can sustain you through difficult times. Hope is not naive optimism but a commitment to striving for a better future. By nurturing faith in yourself and in the potential for growth, you can persevere even when the path is uncertain. Integrity is the alignment of our actions with our values. Peterson stresses that living with integrity requires honesty, courage, and self-discipline. By staying true to our principles, even when it's difficult, we build trust with ourselves and others. Integrity is the foundation of a meaningful and fulfilling life. In closing, Peterson's 12 Rules for Life invites us to take responsibility for ourselves and our communities. By striving to live properly, we not only improve our own lives but also contribute to the flourishing of those around us. The journey is ongoing and perfection is not the goal. Instead, aim for progress, meaning, and the courage to face life's challenges. Together, we can create a world where individuals and communities thrive.